Happy NFL Sunday. You like my new Chiefs hat? It's set for the freaking preseason start here. Had to get a new hat. Had to get maybe a new jersey later. We'll see here. But hey, it's time for some mock draft. It's time to get some drafts. I will drop the link here in the chat shortly. Well, let's get into it. Welcome in to Lock It In on a Sunday here on Raccoon Sports. My name's Tanner Dawson. Join with me, of course, is Scott Cobe and Alan Perales. Ladies and gentlemen, it is mock draft time here once again on a Sunday. I am dropping it in all the chats. If you are on X, take a look at your comments here. I'm throwing it on Alan's page right now. And my page as well, and you can join with us here. We'll begin here in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Guys, I just want to say,
oh no,
I'm sorry for your loss. By the way, the season must be over by now since you lost the first preseason game. That must be it.
Oh yeah. All our starter Bailey Zappi, just couldn't quite get it over the defenders. A couple bad throws, but we're still Super Bowl bound with Bailey Zappi at the helm. So, I think we'll be okay. We'll bounce back next week with Zappi and see what can happen.
What happened to Patrick Mahomes? He get hurt?
Oh no, he threw a touchdown and then he sat. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yeah, he threw a 1 yard touchdown pass, 1 for 1 for a yard.
No, not just a 1 yard touchdown, a back shoulder fade to Brownlee, who I don't know how. We keep 800 receivers, but this kid goes out and get high ball. Like I saw him in training camp. That's literally all he did. That's all they practiced with the high ball catches, and he nailed every single one. So, hell of a first offensive session there for Patrick Mahomes. So
I have one thing to say to you, Tanner. Rasheed who? This guy's taking over.
Just imagine.
Yeah. He probably will. In that system, who knows?
They went Thornton. They went to Thornton, got the PI call because, dumb defenders, and then went to the back shoulder fade on Brownlee. So, but yeah. I mean, hey, I get it, guys. Bailey Zappi is still going to lead us to the Super Bowl this year. So it's all right. It's all right.
Patriots should get guys like, oh, that's right. He was on the Patriots before. That's
the guy. That's the guy. I know we got some more preseason football happening today here. I believe the Bears are playing, so it'll be interesting to see them. But what was your guys' takeaway from the last few days of preseason football?
Patriots are going to Super Bowl. 48 points. No, I get all my high stakes drafts in September. Travion Henderson's rising up the draft boards here very quickly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, the explosiveness that this kid shows, he's gonna get a majority of the work eventually here. So I would keep him in the back of your mind. 3rd round draft pick, too rich for my blood, but 4th rounder, possibly as a 2nd running back, possibly. Listen, everybody that's overreacting to week 1. Cam Little hits a 70-yard field goal. All of a sudden, he's the number 1 kicker with a bullet in fantasy. Just slow down, people. It's week 1 of the preseason.
I'm drafting them in the 3rd round, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right,
gotta get my 70-yard kicks.
The injuries were alarming to me. Tajay Spears, high ankle sprain. It looks like Jaden Reed, midfoot sprain. Tyreek Hill's got an oblique strain. He hasn't practiced yet. He's 3 to 4 weeks. And Matt Stafford's trying to come back from back injury. Those are big time players that you need to watch.
Dude, fantasy. He could go from 72. I'm just watching it again now. Like he can go from 72, easy.
Yeah.
73 with a dunk.
So you're gonna see field goal kickers going out and trying 75-yard field goals this year. I'm almost positive. Brandon Aubrey probably gonna try the 75-yard field goal at some point.
He's only missed one from beyond 50, so
I mean, a field goal kick is going to sway some weeks here in fantasy this year. It's possible.
Hey, just take a look at those offenses that stall, and that's who you want. And so Jaguars have a guy that you would probably go get. Dallas has a guy you probably go get, right, Alan? I mean, if you're looking to stall in outside the 50, yeah.
I mean, but you got a kicker in Kansas City that Kansas City stalled one year, and he was kicking.
I needed to see Booker kick that yesterday because after training camp, we were a little worried. We were a little concerned on Booker's leg. So we needed to see that kind of ball that he kicked the other day or yesterday. So makes us all feel a lot better here because it was a little worrisome watching him at training camp 60 plus because we're used to him hitting those 70s in training camp, no problem. So
is he the most consistent kicker in the NFL right now? Would you say?
Actually, I think isn't he technically, in stats wise?
I believe.
Or is
so.
it
one or two?
Yeah, he's one of the top two. I can't.
Yeah.
There might be one other guy that doesn't have as many kicks that's still consistent. So, guys, make sure you hit the link. Hit the link below in the comments here. Join our mock. It's also an X. You guys can find it on our pages here at 101249 at A Paralysis 30. Give us, come join. We'll start here in a minute. Alan, what's your take?
Rams are loaded at running back. They really are. From what I've saw, obviously I was watching the game because my Cowboys were playing, but they are loaded at running back compared to what they've been in the past. Kyron Williams, we know he can be a difference maker in that offense, but Blake Corum can be kind of that change of pace type of running back. We saw that with him. And even the kid they got from Missouri who put on a good showing last night. They have a pretty deep running back room, which is, something that they're used to having, especially when you have a quarterback that does have a back injury like Stafford does. A good solid running game is a quarterback's best friend in that regard.
I have a feeling, Kyron just got paid. He got an extension. I have a feeling you're going to see Kyron have 300 carries this year. I just get that distinct feeling because of the Stafford health. Mm-hmm. They're going to do what Tua did last year. Short, quick passes. That's what it's going to be, I think. If he throws. He ain't throwing downfield. But all it's going to take is one shot on his back, and he's gone for the year. So
it'd be good having Higbee back too, fully healthy. Yeah,
that's a security blanket. So I think Tyler Higbee could be a back-end tight end 1. I'm not talking top 8. I'm talking about 11 to 12.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much, as we all know. We saw it last year. It doesn't take much. It takes 1 or 2 really good games, and you're going to be a top 12 tight end for the season. So,
yeah. I am also a little concerned because I did watch that same game you did, Scott. I'm a little concerned with Washington's depth, especially at wide receiver.
No doubt.
Especially at wide receiver. Their depth at wide receiver is not good.
I think McLaurin's headed for what CeeDee Lamb went through last year, which is last week of preseason. He'll get paid. But again, guys that sit out for the whole preseason tend to start slow, and it's never a good season for them. So he's going to regress tight end wise, touchdown wise, McLaurin. But you got to start practicing, man. I'm scared to death of him right now. If he doesn't practice in the next week, say it doesn't look like he is. James Cook's another guy. He's there, but he's not practicing. So
all right, we're starting the draft in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. This is no kicker, no defense. 18 rounds. Let's get it going.
Want to take Cam in the second round, Tim? What the heck? Come on.
Now, I just saw that possibly Jaden Reed might miss the start of the season.
Yeah, he's got a mid-foot sprain. Look at that. Holy moly.
Yeah, it's Barkley Robinson right after Chase.
Right off the bat, Gibbs number 2. Wow. There you go, Adam. That's for you.
I have a feeling that was on purpose.
No, it's Jefferson's hamstring injury worries me a little bit.
Oh,
Just a little. Not a lot. Just enough to put CD over.
McCaffrey at 11 surprises me.
Yeah, Genty over him. Derrick Henry in the first round.
Ooh.
That's interesting. I already hate Team 7.
You don't want a chain, dude. I think for a chain for me, I'm still avoiding him.
Yeah, I'd like to take him, but in the right spot.
McBride had a decent couple catches yesterday too.
Arizona's going to be a feisty team. I think Arizona's going to cause everybody problems this year.
Yeah, if they can figure out who's going to return the ball and not fumble for him.
Yeah, that's true.
Those back-to-back kickoff fumbles. They just recovered the other one. It was DJ Dallas that fumbled the second time, but they recovered, and I can't remember who the first guy was. Lad. So we got Lamar in the second round already going. Allen. Kind of keeping an eye out on these quarterbacks and where they're going, you know?
Yeah, I'm usually a late guy. Get him late.
I did a couple of drafters yesterday. 3-teamer and then a couple 12s.
Yeah.
For it. Just, I don't know. I feel like they're probably could have gone better at times.
It's tough because running backs are going in these. I've been watching these high stakes drafts because I'm a high stakes player.
Yeah,
running backs are like flying off the board. First 2.5 rounds, any good running back gone, completely gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a little rough. Well, I wouldn't say rough. I think I still turned out a decent quarterback or running back room. I went receiver, literally almost 7 receivers in a row before I did anything else, just because of the way the board fell. Yeah. And I don't want to reach for a running back at the time. Mm-hmm. So I didn't hate it. I thought I was going to hate it afterwards. I didn't hate it. I hated my quarterback. So I really screwed up on the quarterback. Everybody started taking quarterbacks all of a sudden. So I had Patrick Mahomes. I drafted in like the 5th or 6th. And then I think I ended up with Dart. I think it was Joe Flacco as my second. And then I ended up drafting somebody else after that. That is a backup. So it was amazing. Like you got to like the last 2 rounds and all the starters were gone pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you drafting somebody? What are you drafting 4 quarterbacks a team here?
Yeah, you can't do that.
But yeah, I really focused on that. I focused on my receivers and running backs first. Then I did my quarterbacks and tight end. And generally that worked for me, except for that draft where I got screwed over at freaking quarterback.
Like I've got 5 in my high stakes draft. That's why I took 5 here. And I'm going with a wide receiver in the first round because I don't want to be stuck with. I know Mike Evans has been great, but I just have a feeling there's too many mouths to feed in Tampa this year.
We say that every year.
Yeah, and he performs.
And he gets his due, right? As long as he's injured, he's fine. So we could say that all year long we want, but in the end, we know what's going to happen. They're running the offense around him.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, sneeze. Ah.
Tan's allergic to drafting.
I'm allergic to drafting Broncos. That's what happened. I picked Sutton and had a sneeze right away.
Look at the last 2 picks for Team 2. Judkins and Mixon. Neither one of them may see week 1.
Judkins might not see week 1, 2, 3, 4,
12.
or 5. Yeah, I've avoided. Judkins is officially on my avoid list. I'm not drafted. I don't care if he's in the 18th round. I ain't touching him.
No, I'm trying to stay away from Browns. Maybe Jerry Jeudy and Tillman in the late round. Other than that, I'm staying away from them. I just don't like the Browns this year. Alan told me off here he's thinking about Shador Sanders and just down of this.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
I'm not that crazy. I'm not buying into the week 1 preseason hype.
What's Tanner McKee got to do to be a starter, man? He just performs, this preseason game when he performed last preseason really well. Like somebody's gonna give him a shot, right?
He's better than the New Orleans quarterbacks.
Oh my God, yeah. Do they play today?
Yeah, they do. They do. They're
That's gonna be interesting.
Yep.
That'll be yeah.
That's
interesting. So obviously all 3 of us are in the Warrior Bowl League, and I said this before the show, but there's a guy in our division that took Jackson Dart right after that Giants game. I was like, that might be stretching it.
That's a reach. And what round was that?
I mean, I want to say it was like we're round 11 right now, so it was round 11.
Oh my!
But I mean, yeah, it was his 3rd quarterback. But I'm like, you really want to take the stab on Jackson Dart?
I'm fine with 2 quarterbacks in Warrior Bowl, and then when 2 quarterbacks have a bye, just stick my best wide receiver in the super flex.
My team's turning out pretty decent. I went 4 quarterbacks in a row. That was solidifying. I struggled last year at the Warrior Bowl with the quarterbacks like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not having that happen again here. So I definitely was working on that.
I think I went double quarterback, double running back, double wide receiver to start off. Which I'm kind of liking the team that I got because the guys I'm in a room with are just kind of. I kind of question some of their picks sometimes, so I'm like, "Oh, thank you. I'll take this. I'll take this." That's cool.
What did I end up with here?
Who do I have? I'm trying to think. Oh, I'm on the clock in Warrior Bowl too.
Oh, nice. Should probably draft, huh?
Probably. So I got Lamar and Fields as my 2 quarterbacks, and
I went Lamar, Herbert, Murray, and Stroud. All 4 in a row, and I was in the 2nd spot, right? So, but I wasn't messing around, and now I'm sitting here. After that, I got Devontae, I went Xavier, I got Jones, I got Andrews, Etienne, Shakir, Pittman, Javonte, Stevenson, and Bateman was my last pick so far, and we're in round 15. So, I think it's coming out actually quite nicely in the end, and I don't have to worry about freaking quarterbacks, because for God's sake, please don't all be injured at once.
I know that's the whole thing.
Yeah, I had number 1, so I was like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and then got Breece Hall and Amari and Hampton next. Then went McMillan, who looked really good in Carolina's first preseason game. I like that connection a lot. Worthy to go with Mahomes, obviously, and Kelsey and Andrews. So I did double tight end right at. Wow, double quarterback, double running back, double wide receiver, double tight end, all in a row.
God dang, dude.
And then ETN and Shakir right after that. So
nice.
Obviously, Shakir was the go with Josh Allen. So
I got Tank Bigsby in the 12th round in Warrior Bowl.
How?
No idea how. He was just sitting there. I said, I can't pass him up. Can't pass him up. Jackson Dott's still on the board for me in Warrior Bowl. So I ain't taking him until the 16th round if he's still there.
I wouldn't take him till the 16th round.
And just as a backup quarterback, just in case something happens, like Russell Wilson has the worst 2 weeks of a quarterback's career, and he gets benched. Yeah, we're in the
we're round 11, pick 7, and
we're in the 14th round. We're in the 14th round now.
Yeah, I'd like 4 of the people in my group are all from overseas, so.
Oh, so you've been waiting. Yeah.
I've been waiting almost a day or two for my pick. So
there's actually 2 days that go between my picks sometimes in earlier rounds.
There you go, Sam. I took Cam Ward for you.
Is that your starter? Oh no,
no, back up.
Oh, you got the Eagles quarterbacks. Well, that's good.
I don't know why people are so undervaluing Jalen Hurts. I don't get it.
No,
guy's been to 2 of the last 3 Super Bowls, won one. But it's because of the talent he has around him. He's not considered a top level quarterback.
He's not considered a top level fantasy football quarterback.
Right.
He's inconsistent on the point side of things. Because he does have a guy like Saquon.
They threw the least amount of passes last year in the NFL, I think. So when people look at that, they say, "Oh, he's not a quarterback. He's not my fantasy quarterback." Well, guess what? He runs for 15 touchdowns every year, 12 to 15. Can't beat that.
10 of them are tush push.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. 6 points is 6 points.
Yeah, I'll take 6 points all day.
And it's like we saw in the Super Bowl. If you shut down Saquon, you still have to deal with that with him on his legs too. So just because you shut one guy down doesn't mean he's going to beat you with his arm.
I kind of like the 5 spot. This is nice.
I had to redeem myself on the 12. I was not happy on my 12. We got a comment here as we're approaching Alan's pick here. Michael, what's up, dude? He says, looking for thoughts on running back depth in a dynasty startup. Bixby, Tootin, Garendo, and David. Much appreciated. Scott, what are you thinking while I do my picks?
So if you don't have McCaffrey, which it looks like you don't, then Garendo is kind of a moot point. I love Bigsby this year. I think he's starting at Jacksonville. So Bigsby is really, really good.
See, I'm between Bixby and Tootin here.
Yeah.
But I don't mind Garendo, but like if we're looking for depth, he's looking for depth, right? So I'd probably go Bixby for sure.
Yep.
And then what? Garendo, Tootin, David?
That's where I would go.
Yeah. That's how Bixby would be my favorite though at this point.
Yeah, because once Bigsby got that starting job last year, he didn't lose it. I know Etienne was supposedly hurt last year, but guess what? Bigsby has been raved about at camp all preseason. And I think he's going to be the starting running back for the Jaguars. And you probably got him really late. So I think what you can do, especially in Dynasty, he has a huge year. You could trade him for a 1 or a 2.
Yeah.
And then you can get a younger running back next year.
So he only has Hall and Harvey on RBs.
Brees Hall scares me this year. Brees Hall completely scares me this year.
Yeah, I think if you're doing that, we'll go Bigsby, and then if you can get around, get Garendo and David, because Stewart will probably be gone shortly after that. So
yeah, my philosophy up until this year was get the really good running back, and then mix and match with your number 2. So you can go Hall and Bigsby for most of the year and be fine, and wait for Harvey to come along in Denver because you know Dobbins is going to get injured eventually, and you're gonna have a stud in Harvey. So that's what I would do. I would play around with that. Bigsby and Hall would be my starters week 1, and then wait for Harvey to kind of catch up. And once he does, you have a really good running back on your hands, a running back room. What you think is light now may not be light by week 6. It may be a strength.
Oh, but they get to play the Titans week 1 at Denver.
Yeah, so he's going to be the pass catching back, I think. For some reason, I think he's going to be the pass catching back. And if that's the case, Bo Nix might dump off to him like 5-6 times. So he might have 6 catches for 45 yards and a couple of touchdowns, which would be phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully that helps. I know dynasty and depth it's tough to have there. But hopefully that helps there. Appreciate the comment.
Is there anybody you guys are going to be keeping an eye on as far as players or maybe fantasy wise tonight that's playing tonight?
Tonight?
Who's playing? I mean, who just
I know Bears.
Bears and Dolphins are playing.
Bears, Dolphins, Saints, Chargers are the 2 teams tonight. I mean, kind of the Saints for me. I'm curious what the hell's going on down there. I ain't too worried about the Chargers. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Supposedly, Rattler's been taking first team reps. That doesn't mean that he's starting in week 1, but he's been the first guy out of the starter camp. So we saw Rattler last year. How much better is he going to be? The other thing is I'd be watching more Kellen Moore than anything with the Saints. What's his run pass ratio when the starters are in the game? Does Kamara get a lot of dump offs? If Kamara doesn't get a lot of dump offs, it could be problems because Kamara is not a 250 carry guy for the whole season. So he needs 50 to 60 catches at minimum to bring back value. So I'd be watching Kamara today if he plays like first quarter.
Maybe 1 drive, right, at most.
I would think so. You can't keep him out there and have him get hurt. So,
yeah. I'm actually going to keep an eye on Quinn Ewers tonight in Miami.
Ooh, well, Ewers action. Okay.
Because obviously we know Tua's medical history, his injury history. And I guess you could say whoever the backup is could be seeing some playing time this year. So
you don't know who the backup is? I'll give you one word, and that'll tell you. Mothers.
Zach Wilson.
I feel Zach Wilson will start the game today.
I think it is. I think it is going to be Zach Wilson starting.
They don't.
But I do want to see how Quinn Ewers looks because reportedly, from what I've heard, he's been looking pretty good in Dolphins camp so far, which doesn't surprise me.
No,
he was definitely, I guess you could say, spotty at best at Texas. But when he was playing well, he was playing really well. So
I am more interested. I know we just finished the draft, and we'll talk about it in a second. I'm more interested to see what teams do next week than today. Do they play their starters and back how would they play today? Do they go longer? Like
see, I already know Chiefs are playing the starters through the first quarter, right? They're going to get 2 or 3 drives. Okay. And that's just the way Andy Reid does it year in, year out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And you guys are in Seattle, I believe, next Friday. So,
I mean, Burrow and Chase played. I mean, Chase had 4 for 77 and a touchdown. Does he play that much next week, or does he play a little bit less?
Hey, Bengals. I'm just impressed to see starters out there for the Bengals. So
absolutely.
I couldn't find Joe Milton. I wanted Joe Milton.
You don't want Joe Milton, Jay. Jay, you don't want Joe Milton.
Jay wanted him, man.
I'm telling you.
Bazooka Joe ain't the way to go.
What is the Joe Milton love?
I don't know, man.
Sam?
He did not look that good last night.
That can getting hurt like that. So this year. All right. Let's judge some teams here. Let's pop it up. We'll go number 1 overall, which is Jay there, RP. What's our thoughts, guys, on his team as we look through it, right?
Are we afraid of McConkey with Keenan Allen signing this year?
No.
Do we think he takes a step back, or do we think he's the same?
I think it's fine. I think it's
I think McConkey's the number 1 to me. So
yeah. I like Jay's team. I think Jay balanced it the first few picks with Kyron and Connor and Harvey and then Chase and McConkey. So I like that team. And then he waited on quarterback, and he got Kyler and Penix. So I think he did a good job with that team. And then he got Tucker Kraft, who's been the talk of the tight end world as to what he's going to do.
Yeah, yes.
So I like Jay's team. I think Jay did a great job at number 1. And balance is the key when you're at that slot. So
I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I think Murray there.
He said a couple times on record he's tired of losing. He wants to win one finally. So
his
goal is to finally win a league this year. So
none of the leagues I'm playing with him, he's going to have hope for. So you might as well just continue on.
And there's one coming soon that Jay, you're going to have a tough time. So good luck. Good luck in that one too, Jay.
This Friday night.
Don't hate it. I don't hate it at all.
So I like his team a lot. I like
the back end too. McMillan and Beck there too. A little Hunt action for depth because Hunt's going to get his thing. So I don't mind it. Don't mind it at all.
The other thing is the best pick. Who besides Jacoby Myers is going to catch the balls at wide receiver for the Raiders?
There's a lot of Raider talk right now that I listened to a little bit of it, okay, before I had to turn it off before I puked. But they like the best kid a lot, and he's getting a lot of love there in camp. So something to watch for there. So cool. Good job, Jay. Scott, what's your thoughts on your draft, man?
I liked it. I mean, it's a typical draft for me, going CD, Drake and Higgins, 3 wide receivers right out of the bat so that I don't have to make any decisions or worry about it. Chuba's a good pick in the 4th round if you go 3 wide receivers to start. And then Trevian Henderson in the 5th round, you're not going to see that much longer. So if he has another great game in week 2 of preseason, he's going up to the 3rd round probably. So if you're doing any drafts in the next week or so before the next preseason game, and you can get him in round 5, that's great because he's rocketing up boards here. So I like my team, and Dak, waiting on quarterback is huge this year, I think. I love her.
If you can't get one of the top 3-4 guys,
just wait. Just wait.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Mahomes may have a bounce back season, but I'm going to let somebody else take him and see what happens.
I'll take him.
Baker Mayfield, same way. Way. He had a great season last year.
He's one of my iffy guys right now.
Yeah, he might have a decent season, but again, Bucky Irving's in the backfield. He's going to take away work from Baker, I think. So I like my draft. I thought it went really well. My wide receivers, I'm not worried in the least, and that's your major focus. My major focus in fantasy is getting great wide receivers. So,
yeah. What do you think, Alan?
Not bad. Obviously, the 3 wide receivers at the beginning, it's like, like you said, Scott, you don't have to worry about it right away. I like Tuba. I think he could do really well as an RB1 this year. Mason, you don't know what's going to happen with McCaffrey for the most part this year, so that I like that pick as well. Dak could have a bounce back year. Obviously, coming off the injury, we didn't. God, I'm worried about the team this year. I'm not going to lie. But having Ferguson back is going to help. Justin Fields, I think, is going to play a lot better in New York than people think, so I like that pick too. Freiermuth is a sneaky tight end pick, especially now with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, because Aaron loves throwing to his tight ends. So I think Freiermuth's going to see a lot of looks in that Steeler offense, especially in an Arthur Smith system where they love to run the football a lot. So overall, I really like it.
And the last thing I'll say is if that backfield hits Chuba and Travion Henderson, this team could go a long way in the league.
Yeah.
Because those wide receivers are going to hit.
I think you got a lot of guys that are going to be split share, right? Carries here for the running back side of things. Because you did go Henderson and Hubbard, and then you went immediately back to receiver for 2 picks. But I do love that Brooks pick at the end. Something to be wary of. I like that kid. I think he's going to get involved here a little bit more often than people think. So
the two guys I try to get late in every draft: Taj Brooks, Cedric Tillman. Those 2 guys.
Yep. I agree. I don't mind it at all. So, all right, let's move to Alan's team here. Alan here, 2 RBs. You got Hurts in the 4th. What are we thinking here? Alan,
I mean, running back has been my Achilles heel in fantasy the last couple of years. So, I'm loving the fact that running backs are kind of going earlier now, because it makes me feel like, okay, I could get good running backs early, but I can also get solid wide receiver production still later on in the draft, which is kind of what I've done in the Warrior Bowl so far. But obviously Mike Evans, injury prone probably, but when you got a guy who's 1,000-yard receiver almost every year for pretty much his entire career, you kind of take a chance on it just because. Obviously, Devontae Smith to go with Jalen Hurts, George Pickens. I think he's going to get a lot of production, even with CeeDee Lamb there. I like Caleb Johnson a lot. I think he's going to probably be the RB1 in Pittsburgh come regular season time. I really like him a lot. Marvin Mims, I think, could be a really, really solid pickup, maybe as a wide receiver 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And of course, Tillman down there as well. You can get great value out of, because he's going to get a lot of targets in Cleveland. And then guys like Hopkins and Taylor, who maybe not people, obviously we know what DeAndre Hopkins can do. The Baltimore is going to have some stuff for him. I really like Mason Taylor at tight end, though. I think he's quietly going to be one of the better young tight ends coming out this year.
I like the Jalen Royals pick. He's going to make the team, right? Regardless, he's going to make the team. We saw a lot of him when we went to training camp. There was a lot more of him the other day in training camp. We didn't see as much as we were hoping for in preseason, but that's not a bad thing by any means. It's preseason and it's not starters. So, but he's been working with the ones a lot. So I do like the Royals pick there at the 17th round. So, Scott, what do you think? Any thoughts?
I like his team based on his first 2 running backs. I think Evans, Devonta Smith, and Pickens can be a nice 3-headed wide receiver. I do think he's going to go, and correct me if I'm wrong, Alan, with that team build, I think his flex at the beginning of the season will be a running back and not a wide receiver. In a 3 wide receiver league. But then I think Tillman could be a flex as the season goes on. I even think Hunter Henry could be a flex a week or 2. And then Jalen Hurts, as Alan said before, he's not getting respect in fantasy at all this year. And that's, to me, that's baffling, because he gets 12 to 15 rushing touchdowns. He doesn't throw the ball a lot. I get that. But when he throws it, it's efficient. He'll throw for 240 yards and 2 or 3 touchdowns on 25 passes. And that's efficient. So I like Allen's team a lot. I think running back is now going to become the thing again in drafts. Maybe not this year, but definitely next year. I think you're going to see the gravitation back toward running back. And my friend Jim Coventry at RotoWire says the linebackers are smaller and faster, so the running backs aren't taking a pounding when they get tackled. So that keeps them healthier as the season goes on. So that's another big thing. So Derrick Henry and Bucky Irving to start your draft, and then getting Evans, Smith, and Pickens. It's a great start. It's a great start with Hurts. So
also Bryce Young at the end. Don't sleep on Bryce Young this year.
No, I agree.
I really loved his connection with Tet when I saw that yesterday. Not yesterday, but the day before. I think that connection's going to work really nicely for them.
I would have probably added one more running back on that somewhere in that roster. So, but no, it was good. Good draft. All right, we can go to me here, I guess, and take a look here at what my disaster looks like. But chaos. Alan or Scott, I'll let you start. Scott, what do you think here on this school draft at 12?
Again, I love the wide receivers. Stat, Neighbors, Thomas. When McLaurin gets back in, he's definitely the number one. So I like that wide receiver stat. If Isaiah Pacheco hits, and Tanner knows more than anybody, he's there. So he knows.
I didn't select him because he's a Chief. I select him because he's looking good.
Yep. If Pacheco hits, this team is really good. Really, really good. This team can go a ways. Those three quarterbacks late, Trevor Lawrence, he's going to bounce back this year. With Travis Hunter now there, Brian Thomas, Travis Hunter, and don't sleep on Brenton Strange as a tight end either. He could factor in to games this year. So I like it a lot. I think was that Cortland Sutton in round 6?
Yeah,
that's a steal. See, that's value too. Cortland Sutton's been going in 5th round every draft I see. So him as a 4th wide receiver, phenomenal. So that's a really good team. I like that team a lot.
Tanner had the barf bag ready just in case when he made that.
Hey, it was ready, man. I kind of, almost dry heaved when I picked that one. So
this team shows that Tanner's more invested in winning in fantasy than anything. Because if he wasn't, Cortland Sutton would not be a pick. He would be.
Exactly.
So
winning in fantasy is the priority.
I see he went the Mr. First Down route and picked all his tight ends at the end of the draft.
Yeah,
which is great. A Conquo could be.
There's still value.
Yeah, that's value.
And Higbee, we just mentioned Higbee earlier.
Higbee's ranked below, even though he's a starter and he's Stafford's guy. He's ranked below, whoever the other rookie guy is that came out. So, I don't know why. I don't get it. Higbee's the guy.
Mason Hill? So. He's ranked below Mason Hill?
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah, there was almost a 10-pick difference.
Wow.
So I'll take Higbee at that spot.
And Tanner knows something because look at his last pick. He knows something.
I have a feeling he knows something about this guy. I don't know why, but I have a feeling he knows.
He always pops up, has 1 or 2 really good games for fantasy.
Yeah. We might see him, we might not, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. So hey, this is it's a good draft here. Fun draft here. Hey, we'll do this again next weekend because it is still fantasy football.
The one pick I am worried about is Brian Robinson.
Why?
But I don't know. I'm not a fan of Washington's offensive line. I'm not.
Oh, I don't care. I just want him to get reps. I just want him to touch the ball.
Unless they're playing Dallas, in which case he's fine.
The thing in fantasy
can't stop a cold.
The thing in fantasy I never used to gravitate toward until like 3 years ago is carries and volume. And Brian Robinson's going to get volume.
That's what I want. That's all I'm looking at. Give me the volume.
Yep.
Give me the opportunities to go at it. Kareem Hunt, that Kareem Hunt pit for Jay. That's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing.
Yep.
So,
but Jay, have fun in your 4th place finish in the LTS league.
That's right. So that was fun. The Bears are playing the Dolphins right now. Badgett is in, so no Caleb, which is kind of surprising because it sounded like they needed it.
Awful.
Yeah, Caleb did not look good.
This ain't good start for the Bears.
I've seen clips of Caleb Williams. He just does not look good right now. He's not grasping that offense. So,
all right, boys, let's get out of here. We'll be back next Saturday for College Football Saturday. We'll be starting to discuss some lines for Week 0. That happens on the 23rd, and we'll we might even bring up maybe a few games for the 28th or something. We'll see. We'll see what brings what comes our way. But make sure you guys tune in next Saturday for college football Saturday, and we'll be back for NFL Sunday that next day. So everybody have a fantastic week. Enjoy the rest of the preseason ball because it's fun to watch these young guys play. So we'll catch you guys later. See you.
Go Hawaii. Go Hawaii.
Tigers.